Hello, hello. Welcome to Warriors Talk with author and founder Lady ReShell, where we move away from awareness towards action. This is 31 Facts in 31 Days in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm so grateful that you have joined me today. We are giving you the facts. Let me just recognize my sponsor, who is Pastor Michael Richardson with the Emmanuel Church of God in Christ, who has a very special message for us.
Greetings, I am Pastor Michael Richardson.
And I am First Lady Anastasia Richardson from the Emmanuel Church of God in Christ. We're located at 3058 West Van Buren in Chicago, Illinois. We are building upon a solid foundation.
And we're inviting you to join us every Sunday morning on Facebook Live at Emmanuel Kojic at 10:15 Central Standard Time. And you can also view our videos on our YouTube channel at Emmanuel Kojic-MR. Once again, this is Pastor Michael Richardson
and First Lady Anastasia Richardson. And we are from the Emmanuel Church of God in Christ. We are building upon a solid foundation.
Do me a favor, like the show, share the show, invite somebody else in that will get this valuable information. Tonight, we're going to talk about men. Breast cancer does not discriminate. Let's just jump right into our topic. According to statistics, more than 2,700 men are diagnosed with breast cancer each year. Out of that, 530 will die, and that's according to the American Cancer Society. So cancer does not discriminate. It does not just happen to women. I know that it is a woman's disease. It seems like it is, but it also happens to men. So in comparison, about 287,850 women will be diagnosed in this year with breast cancer. Out of that, 43,250 will die according to the American Cancer Society. It seems like that number is quite different from the men's number, but 530 men will die from breast cancer. I said that's 530 too many. So what is male breast cancer? Male breast cancer is a rare form of cancer, actually, that forms in the breast tissue of men. And although breast cancer is more commonly in women, it affects women more, but men still are diagnosed with breast cancer. So breast cancer is found often in women, but men can get it too. So out of 1 in 100 breast cancers are diagnosed in the United States are found in men. So we're trying to bring awareness to men that breast cancer does happen to you. So you need to be vigilant about checking your pectoral area, just like women do their monthly breast exams. You should be doing your pectoral exam every month, along with when you're doing your testicular exam. Should be doing the same thing. Now, we know men do not have this regimen where they go and get mammograms, right? That's not set up for men because breast cancer happens more commonly in women. But if you feel anything, if you feel a lump, then you should be getting it checked out. So male breast cancer is common in older men, they say, but it can happen at any age. So because it's saying older men, don't rule yourself out like, oh, it won't happen to me. This is an old person's disease. Nah, cancer does not discriminate. That's what the title says. Men diagnosed with male breast cancer, normally, if you are diagnosed, we always preach early detection. Then you have a good chance for cure, right? Early detection means that you can get in and you have more options, and your treatment has a chance to be successful. So let's look at some of the signs and symptoms as it relates to breast cancer in men. So the first one would be sometimes you will have a painless lump or thickening in your breast tissue. So men, if you're doing your pectoral exam every month, then you'll know when something is different, right? So men's chest is a little flatter than a woman's chest, so you tend to probably see the lump than a woman will. You probably would notice it, or your woman will notice it. If you're shirtless a lot or whatever, they'll notice it. Now, if you have muscles, you may not see it because of the muscles, but you should be able to see it if you're examining yourself every single month, men, you should be able to see this lump. Hey, my Leah, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Another sign or symptom is changes to the skin that covers your breast. So it could be dimpling, puckering, redness, scaliness, or your nipple could invert. So if you see any of those symptoms, doesn't look natural, normal, then you should be reporting it to your doctor. Don't wait 2 or 3 weeks to see if it's going to go away. Those type of changes you should be reporting. The lump, those type of changes, it should be told right away to your doctor. There are changes to your nipple, such as redness, scaliness. Again, I talked about the nipple turning inward. Your nipple should not be turning inward, right? It should be directly pointing out, and it should look healthy. If it looks like an orange, you know how orange peel look, to where how you can see the little holes in the skin, that's not healthy. So you should be talking to your doctor. If it looks like you got bit by like a mosquito or something, and that redness is there and it's not going away, you should be talking to your doctor. If you have like scaly, flaky skin coming off the breast and you don't know your chest area and you have no idea why, you don't have any allergic reaction to anything, you should be talking to your doctor. If you have a discharge from your nipple, we know men don't breastfeed, right? This is just for women. If you have a discharge from your breast and it's blood, it could be blood, it could be a clear discharge, but most likely for men it's going to be blood. And sometimes it'll be little specks of blood. So you may see it and then you may think, oh, okay, that's a one-time thing. You may see it again and then like, something's not right. I know that Beyonce's father was diagnosed with breast cancer, and he said the way that he found it was his wife brought him these new white t-shirts, and when he put the t-shirt on one day, he saw these little specks of blood on the shirt. So he thought maybe it was just a shirt, so he didn't really pay any attention. So he put, the new shirt on the next day, and then he said he saw the little specks of blood on the shirt again. He like, what's wrong with these shirts? So he told his wife about it, like, babe, I keep seeing these little specks of blood on the shirt. Like, what's going on? Did you buy a bad batch of shirts? And she was like, I saw the little specks of blood on your side of the bed, so I ended up, had to make sure I had to change the sheets. So then he said he remember getting some information a while back about men and breast cancer. And one of the things that stuck out to him is the discharge from the nipple, blood from the nipple. So he called his doctor right away. He was able to get in and get a mammogram, get a biopsy, and he was in surgery within a week. So it's important for you to just pay attention to your body. Just notice any changes that's happening that shouldn't be happening, that's not normal. Blood should not be coming from your nipples. It's not normal. So report it. Don't hide it. Don't deny it, but verify it. Just verify it. So what are some risk factors that men have when it comes to breast cancer? So the number one thing is getting old, right? Getting old. I mentioned over 50. They were saying that most male breast cancers are in men who are over the age of 50. So just you getting old, your risk of breast cancer increases with your age. Again, most of breast cancers in men are found in men who are over 50. Another risk factor is gene mutation. So some men can have an inherited gene mutation to where somebody in your family, maybe on your mother or your father's side of the family, has that gene mutation. It was passed down to you. So what are you going to do about the gene mutation? Well, you should be talking to your doctor to find out, are you at risk for cancer? So the mutations is the BRCA1, BRCA2, and the BRCA. It stands for just breast cancer, right? So either when you take the gene mutation test, the doctor is going to tell you, if you have a hereditary link, that you either have BRCA1 or BRCA2. Both of these different gene mutations put you at a higher risk for breast cancer, prostate cancer, pancreatic cancer. and it's just that the percentages are different for the different cancers. So for breast cancer, it may be 87% with the BRCA1. With the BRCA2, it may be like 56%. So it's just the percentages are different, but you're still at a higher risk for it. So you should be talking to your doctor to see if you have gene mutation. And I know for Beyonce's father, he said four of his I think he said mothers, either his father's brothers or mother's brothers, they died from prostate cancer, four of them. Then on his mom's side, one of her sister's daughters, two of them died from breast cancer. And so he had it on both sides of the family. So he went and got the BRCA test done, the and he came positive. So what that means is he informed his children, Beyonce, and I forgot the daughter's. What's the daughter name? Solange. So Beyonce and Solange, now that their father tested positive for the BRCA gene, that means they're at a higher risk for getting cancer, for getting breast cancer. So he let them know when he took the test. He right away let his girls know y'all are at a higher risk for breast cancer. So that just lets them know what steps they need to take. So they just take that information to their doctor and say, hey, what do I do? And the doctor will let them know exactly what steps to take with that. So that goes with the family history. So if the male have a close relative, a first degree relative, it puts them at a higher risk. So he had his father's brothers, he had his mom's sister's kids. So the father's brother, so his mom or his dad didn't have it, but their kids had it. So it's like, or their siblings had it. So it wasn't a first degree relative, but it was still a relative in his family that had it, close enough to where he had a hereditary link. And he said he kind of knew when they all started getting cancer and dying from cancer, he kind of started, making changes in his life. But then once the cancer hit, he really had to. He said he dropped 35 pounds. He started watching how what he would eat, and then he started making sure that he exercised. So sometimes you just got to take your life into your own hands, and you got to make some necessary changes so that you won't have to run into any of these problems. So another risk factor for men is that certain conditions that affects the testicles. So it could be if you had like an injury to the testicles, it could be swelling. You could have had a surgery to remove the testicles. Maybe you had testicular cancer, and all of that will put you at risk for breast cancer. So men, you should be doing your monthly exams for your testicles to make sure that there are no lumps there. I know this is so much that we have to do. You have to do your pectoral area, you have to do your testicles. It's a lot. It really is a lot, and it can be stressful. Thinking about these things, especially when it comes time to do it, it can be really stressful when you have to do it. But try to make the time around it not stressful. But keep in mind that you're being proactive about your health, so that if you find anything, that you're finding it early and that you can go and get it taken care of, get it tested out to see if it's benign or malignant, and then you can address it and then go on about your life. Another risk factor is being overweight, being obese, and this is for most of the diseases that are out here: diabetes, heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, cancer. Like, being overweight really plays a role. So for older men who are overweight and they have obesity, it puts you at a higher risk for cancer, right? It in all types of cancer, not just breast cancer in men, but prostate cancer. It puts you at a higher risk. So a benefit to you would be to get on top of your health, get on top of your weight, make sure you're moving. A lot of times we just don't move. We work, come home, plop on the couch, we're eating, we're not moving. Our bodies need to move, and you need to move at least 150 minutes a day. So what can you do as a man to reduce your risk of cancer? I just told you. You can exercise, you can lose some weight, you can not allow people to stress you out, because stress is a silent killer, and stress, it it suppresses your immune system and allow diseases to come in. It allow genes to go rogue in your body. So you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself when it comes to stress. Don't allow people to stress you out. Again, you have to be moving your body. Walking does not cost you anything. Purchase your membership at the gym. My membership is only $22 a month. Go to YouTube and look up some videos on uh, how to lose weight over 50 if you're over a certain age. You don't have to get in the gym and start lifting heavy weights. Start where you are. Start where you are. Talk to your doctor, get a plan, be proactive about your health, because cancer does not discriminate. It doesn't care that you are a male. It doesn't care that you don't have all of the breast tissue that women have. It doesn't care. So when it comes to treating cancer in men, it's similar to treating cancer in women. It's just that they said that the tumors in men tend to be larger, and they tend to get diagnosed in the later stages, and it tends to spread for them because men are not thinking about breast cancer. Because when you think about breast, you think about women. So they're not thinking about that, right? They're not thinking about breast cancer. They're not really, let's just say it, they're not really checking their pectoral area in that way. But a lot of men do find their own lump, right? Like a lot of women. A lot of women find their own lump. A lot of men find their own lump. So just be vigilant about just looking at yourself in the mirror. When you take a shower, just look at your breast. With men, you'll probably be able to see it versus a woman because of the fatty breast tissue. So the treatment for men is the same as the treatment for women. They say that men most likely will get the double mastectomy to get rid of all of the breast tissue that's in there. But the radiation, surgery, chemotherapy is still the same, but most of the time they opt to get the double mastectomy. So we talked about how breast cancer in men is treated. We talked about what you can do to reduce your risk. We talked about some of the signs and symptoms of breast cancer for men and what male breast cancer consists of. So now you have been informed. So this is your opportunity to go and check your pectoral area. This will be your baseline. Checking it today would be your baseline. So now you know what it feels like. So when you go in next month, it should feel the same, right? If nothing is changing in your body, it should feel the same. It should feel the same. So men, breast cancer is not just for women. Men get breast cancer too. Men are dying from breast cancer. When men get breast cancer, normally it's diagnosed in the later stages. Normally it's more aggressive. So you have to be aggressive in taking care of your health when it comes to breast cancer. All right, you guys, 31 facts in 31 days in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Men, take charge of your health. Don't let your health take charge of you. So I want to talk about, you guys, we are so close. When I say we are so close to the Survivors Night of Reflection Gala, we are close. So it's taking place on Saturday, October the 22nd from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Crystal Sky Banquet Halls, 7941 West 47th Street in McCook, Illinois, which is not too far from Chicago. Survivors, you are free. You do not have to pay. I just need you to register. I just need you to register so that I can have a head count of all survivors. If you are a non-survivor, then your cost is $40 to help cover the cost of the survivors being free, and also to help with the awards and to help us financially assist a warrior in battle. So if you know a warrior that's in battle right now and that could use some financial assistance, email me at warriorstalk1@gmail.com with a couple of sentences in their name. I've already been getting some nominations in, and we have been enjoying reading them. So Send it in. It's not too late. I'm going to be accepting nominations all the way up until the 16th, which is Sunday. So you have until the 16th to get it in, because it's on the 22nd, so it's coming close. So we need to notify the winner, give them a chance to respond. And so I'm excited about that. But if you know anybody who you feel that should be the survivor of the year, or the community service survivor, or you know somebody who has been taking care of somebody who had cancer, they don't necessarily have to be a survivor, but just taking care of someone with cancer unselfishly, then nominate them for the Caregivers Award. You can jump in on the sponsorship opportunities, the vendor opportunities. They are still available. Still available. Just go over to Eventbrite, type in Survivors Night of Reflection Gala. You can also pay via Zelle, which is through the warriorstalk1@gmail.com. Or you could do Cash App, which is the $ Warriors Talk, and the W in Warriors is capitalized. So you guys, I am looking forward to this event. It's going to be so amazing. It's going to be, each year the event should get better and better. It should be growing, and people walk away empowered. They walk away educated and looking forward to the next year. So I am looking forward to that event, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. It's not too late. If you are not able to make it, then donate. You can always donate. Always donate. Sponsor a survivor. Although they're free, your money will still cover some of the expenses that Warriors Talk will have. So I will see you guys tomorrow night for day 14 with the 31 facts, 31 days in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Again, this is Lady ReShell, author, survivor, cancer advocate, founder of Warriors Talk, where we empower individuals to take action with their health. See you tomorrow.